Planning your content site. As I'm sure that you're aware of, you really need to have a plan when it comes to running any kind of online business. Your content site is no different. Even if you don't have any products of your own, you are still a business that needs to have a plan. Planning will allow you to create the path that you can easily follow and glance at to see what's coming next. This is a vital part of the operation of a website that you hope to get traffic and leverage for profits. Where do you start to put together a plan for your content site? First things first, start by picking a subject or topic and then do some research on niches to see what your competition is like, or if there is any competition. Then you hit Google to source some content ideas. Let's work with an example here to see how this might be done. The general idea is the more content you have, the more organized it is, the better your sitemap will be. Let's face it, if you have content ideas and they all flow in an orderly fashion, it is going to be a lot easier for you to write content for your content site. Let's say, for the sake of argument, that you want to have your content site deal with parrots. Information pertaining to parrots, parrot shows, parrot clubs, parrot events, training, breed information, general information, common illnesses, etc. You need a starting point. So for the sake of our example, make your focus the parrot and in general its attributes. Next, you need to decide how much detail you want to include in your parrot content site. You already know that the subject that you've chosen is massive in terms of information available, but you don't want to cut and paste. You want good solid information blended with hands-on experience. You know each parrot is an individual and that all things that you may cover will apply to many parrots, but not all of them. You will want to add in your own personal touch to your content site content to make it unique and fresh and readable. You will also want to keep your content site updated frequently to provide your users with up-to-the-minute information or access to it. Okay, remember the definition of web content site. It is a website itself that is supposed to be an entry point to the World Wide Web that typically offers a search engine and/or links to useful pages, and in some instances, perhaps news or other services. A content site is a super site with services like web search, news, free email, discussion groups, shopping, and links to other sites. Remember to keep what is on your content site page short and to the point. You aren't writing a novel. You are providing tidbits to tease and links to other sites that provide information. Now, decide what you want to call your content site. It should have something to do with parrots and their care, training, etc. We'll pick Parrot Palace Content Site. Now, you hit Google and type in the word parrot and start reading everything you can about parrots based on your knowledge. By the way, you usually would pick a content site page based on your own background of experiences. It would be a tough go doing one if you were a Wall Street investment broker and wanted to do a parrot content site and vice versa. Here's what your content plan could look like once you have sorted out what you want to use. Parrot origins, the origin, etc., with links to good articles about the history of parrots. Parrot terms, what the various ages of parrots and sexes are called, etc. Parrot body, hit the high points such as beaks with links to good articles dealing with the problems you can encounter. Claws, with links to articles by certified trainers and bird vets talking about the importance of the claw. Eyes and senses. Digestion, with links to vet articles about problems that can arise. Focus your articles on the most common problems a parrot may encounter. If your veterinarian will consider this, ask them if they would answer questions people write into the site. Provide a link to the vet clinic for those answers, and Ask the Vet feature. Additional parrot parts. Name the other common body parts, provide short descriptions, and find good links to graphics that illustrate your points. In other words, feathers, colors, eyes, tail feathers, skin, activity, etc. Parrot acts. Find great links to well-known parrot trainers. Add your own personal comments based on your observations of your parrots. The parrot diet. Link to well-written scientific articles that outline how to properly feed a parrot what they need in order to thrive. Add your own experiences based on what you feed your parrots. And parrot training. Link to sites that have good articles covering parrot training in all aspects, from speaking to coming on command. By now, you get the idea on how to use Google to lay out your content plan or map. Each subject you want to cover or feature on your content site, you search for links, pictures, etc., and add your own personal touches. Having a map before you start putting your articles together is the #1 best thing that you can do. The map gives you a clear picture of where you want to go with your content site, provides the flow of the content in logical order, and shows you what your next step is. It's also not written in stone, and the pieces can be moved around to make changes as you source your information. Basically, you want your content site to be organized, meaning that your content is organized properly by topic, and not offer information, links, pictures, and other items in a hodgepodge all over the page. Content sites follow the same design recommendations that personal and business websites use. Certainly, you can make your own content site distinctive, but not off the wall. Part of having a content site is to also provide quality information, links, etc. Otherwise, why would anyone spend any time on your site? You also want to have good links, ones that work, so make sure that you frequently check that they do, and provide excellent and true information. Provide a search function if it suits the purpose of your content site. The search can be two-way, either search the actual content site itself or link to another search engine. The choice is completely yours. Let's revisit the definition of a content site one more time for other things you can offer on your Parrot content site example. A content site is a website that is an entry point to the World Wide Web. It typically offers a search engine and/or useful links to useful pages, and in some instances perhaps news, free email, discussion groups, shopping, and links to other sites. We know how to search for content and to lay our content out now. We know we can offer a search function, internal and external. We have already planned to link to useful pages and articles. You could offer a free email if your content software provides that capability. Discussion groups would be a real winner on the Parrot content site, as would shopping for Parrot clothing, accessories, pictures, etc. Linking to well-known vendors would increase the prestige of your content site and likely ensure return visits. You may also want to consider RSS for your content site. One of the most popular features of internet content sites, websites, pages, and even emails is a frame that features an organized list of news headlines and periodic updates from other web sources. Really Simple Syndication, or RSS, formerly Rich Site Summary, makes this possible. RSS aggregators were created to automatically find and retrieve the RSS feeds of pre-selected internet sites on behalf of the user and organize the results accordingly. RSS feeds and aggregators are also called RSS channels and RSS readers. The RSS aggregator is like a web browser for RSS content. HTML presents information directly to the users, and the RSS automatically lets the computers communicate with one another. While users use browsers to surf the web and then load and view each page of interest, RSS aggregators keeps track of changes to many websites. The titles or descriptions are links themselves that can be used to load the web page that the user wants. RSS starts with an original website that has content made available by the administrator. The website creates an RSS document and registers this content with an RSS publisher that allows other websites to syndicate the documents. The website also produces an RSS feed or channel which is available together with all the other resources on a particular web server. The website will register the feed as an RSS document with a listed directory of appropriate RSS publishers. An RSS feed is content listed from newest to oldest. Each item usually consists of a simple site title describing the item along with a more complete description and a link to the web page with the actual content being described. The RSS content is located in a single file on a web page in a manner not very different from typical web pages. The difference is the information is written all in XML computer code for use by an RSS aggregator and not by the web user like a normal HTML pages. RSS feeds have many uses. For online stores or retail outlets, notification of new products. For organizations and association newsletters, title listings, new issue notification, and email newsletters. For weather updates, alerts, etc., climatic and geographic conditions.